Great day, everyone. This is Heidi. So today we are going to check the BTS Beyond the Storybook. And actually there are two versions. This is the English version and this is the Korean version. Okay, so I unsealed one of the version which is English and we are going to check what's inside. So by the way, I have 8 sealed Korean version and I have 5 English versions. They also have this mug. I'm not sure if it's coffee. It's Beyond the Story mug, but I will not be unboxing it right now. So please keep on watching and let's see what's inside the book. So this book costs a retail price of $45 and of course probably the shipping fee is not yet included. And Myung-Suk Kang. So Myung-Suk Kang is a longtime critic and former editor-in-chief of many media outlets whose writing focuses on Korean pop culture including K-pop. Currently, he is working on Weverse magazine. So he's the one working in Weverse magazine. So I believe he is the main author of this. And he is featuring the BTS. BTS is an acronym of 방탄소년단 or Beyond the Scene. Is a boy band from South Korea that debuted on June 13, 2013. The members of BTS are RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and V, and Jungkook. They have been embraced the world over, transcending nations, races, languages, gender, and generations for their music, their passionate performances, and their close connections to their fans. They are always seeking new ways to repay the love they receive through music. So this seems very interesting. So it's Beyond the Story, BTS. Let's scan the book now. So there is a first not empty. So the first page is a black and purple page. It's empty, but it has a logo of BTS. And the first one is RM, Kim Namjoon. Oh, he looks pale here, but he looks very manly. Okay, so these are all his faces. Okay, are you a bias of RM or a rap monster? The next one is Jin. Oh my god, Jin or Kim Seok-jin. Okay. I like his eyebrows. They look all pale here. Okay. So this is him. So eyes were closed, opened eyes. And the next one is Suga or Min Young-gi. Yeongi. And okay. Oh, that's their concept. Okay, and the next one is J-Hope or Jung Hoosok. I'm sorry, I'm very bad in pronouncing sometimes. Okay, J-Hope. Okay, cool. Okay, and this is Jimin or Park Jimin. In English, it's Park Jimin. Okay. Oh, he looks like Brad Pitt here. Okay. Eyes closed. And okay, the next one. Oh, it's hard to flip the page, but I have to take it slowly. Okay, the next one is V. V is known for very handsome features and being linked to Blackpink Jennie. So this is him. He's really handsome, I think so. Oh my god. Okay, and of course we have JK Jungkook or Jeon Jungkook. Okay, so oh, he looks lovely here. And I like his earrings. Okay. eyes closed. He looks like one of a Korean rapper. Okay, anyway, it's so hard to flip. Okay, so the first page is Beyond the Story, 10-year record of BTS, and translated from the Korean by Anthon Her, Slingjon, and Claire Richard. So there are 3 translators for this book, from Korean version to English version. So the chapter 1 is about soul. Chapter 2 is why we exist. Chapter 3 is love, hate, army. Chapter 4 is inside out. I don't know what are those. We have chapter 5, a flight that never lands. Chapter 6, the world of BTS. And chapter 7 is we are. Okay, so the page 1 has a purple, I'm not sure if purple blue, and the next page is the chapter 1 is black and with some lines. Okay, so it's written 13-20. Korea's busiest crossroad is in Seoul district of Gangnam near Sinsa Station. Those driving down the Hannam Bridge over the Han River into Gangnam will pass through the crossroad before heading to different parts of the district, like Nonhyun, Cheongdam, or Apgujeong. When there's a lot of traffic, drivers might be starting or staring up the traffic lights for 10 minutes, waiting for their turn, which is why the subway is probably the best way to get to Sinsa Station, if that's your destination. But if your destination is specifically somewhere near exit 1 of Sinsa Station, that's slightly different story. For example, if you happen to be heading for Cheonggu Building, which in 2010 housed Big Hit Entertainment, and later on it's known as HYBE, Seoul Gangnam-gu, Dusan-daeru, 16-gil 13-20, even with the address, it's not easy to find Cheonggu Building if you have never been to Gangnam or Sinsa Station crossroads. According to the Kakao Map application, the distance between the building and the exit is 568 meters, but it's impossible to tell the map that the building is near the end of a steep incline. Note that several pivots along the way are necessary in order to reach it, unless you're driving there with the aid of GPS navigation. It could be a bit of an effort and wandering around to find Cheonggu Building. So the Cheonggu Building is really hard to find, okay? I was at loss. Such was the case of Jung Hoseok, or J-Hope, who would debut 3 years later as J-Hope of BTS after signing a training contract with Big Hit Entertainment in April 2010. He was undergoing training in his native city in Gwangju when the company ordered him to move into the Big Hit Entertainment trainee dormitory near Cheonggu Building in Seoul. He arrived on December 24, 2010. He said, "I was so scared. It was Christmas Eve and the streets were full of cheerful people, but I couldn't get my bearings at all." Never had he ridden the Seoul subway or experienced Christmas Eve in trendy Sinsadong. This was an area with the high foot traffic, so it means there are really a lot of people there. Even for Seoul, but the elusive location of the dormitory was an intimidating to J-Hope as the crowded subway or the unfamiliar vista of the Sinsa neighborhood. I kept saying, "This is frustrating." Oh God, J-Hope was frustrated and ended up calling the then head of A&R. "So how do I get there?" he said. After his call, he kept straight. My eyes are a little bit blurry, so sorry if I'm reading it too slow. and like somehow to use his words and finally arrive at the dorm. This was the beginning of his dorm life, which he had been looking forward to since the day before. He still remembered. So this book or this chapter is about how they moved to their trainee dormitory. So it says here that it was really hard to find. So these are the stories of every members. So I read J-Hope's story. So he was having a hard time to find the building and he was so scared. He's a boy or man from Gwangju and it's really far from Seoul. Okay, so this one is simple but it's quite interesting, you know. Oh, who's this? Someone auditioned for Superstar K3. I love that show. Okay, so this is also a story where they get the position. So here I figured I would not be in the same team as them. The three of them love music and do hip hop, and I guess I'm just someone who's only living here with them. Who is this? Oh, it's V. Okay. So this book is actually similar to a Korean novel book. It has less visual and it has also some QR codes. So for example, this one, QR codes, and I think you can scan that if you want to know more about it. Oh, I can see Blackpink here. One Time was a hip-hop group that included Teddy, who had also produced Big Bang, 21, and Blackpink. They became popular in the late 1990s and early 2000s during the rise of hip-hop in Korea, and it seems RM and Suga had assumed BTS would follow their footsteps as a hip-hop group with mainstream appeal. Oh, so they're expecting to be. I actually watched RM having a rap performance with Zico in I think it's Mama. And here the worlds collide. So these are very detailed, and most of the part is from the BTS stories themselves. So it will not be boring because it's directly from them. It's not just being written by the author, and the translation is very simple and easy to understand. So this is also how can I say? Also, it's from J-Hope. The moment it was decided the seven of us would debut as a group, that's when our concept as a group fell into place. And we talked among ourselves a lot. I have this goal. What about you guys? Shall we do this together? That kind of thing, according to J-Hope. Okay, so there's always a QR code. So I think if you want to know more, there is. And this one is the second chapter. So why we exist. And I think they have already 4 albums here. Too Cool for School. School Love Affair, Dark and Wild, ORUL. I don't know how to read this. It's O exclamation RUL 8 dash, not dash, comma 2 and a question mark. Okay, so here are the first look of. This is the one that I remember actually. I'm a fan of another group, but I still watch and I still respect BTS, and some of my students are ARMY. Oh, they're really young here. It's M Black, they have similar fashion. Who is that? V. Okay, and this one. Okay, look at their shoes. It's sponsored by Nike, I guess. And this one, Vans. Okay. They are black and white fashion. Oh, they look like young, tough kids here. Okay. And We Will Survive, BTS debut. Our role model is Big Bang. We Will Survive. So those who are comparing BTS from Big Bang should always consider that Big Bang paved way for BTS to be known globally. So actually Big Bang is the second generation of K-pop, and along with the other second generation of K-pop, they are the one who really started or paved way for the third generation to be known globally. So they really respect Big Bang. So please do not have internet war because of these two. They are totally different, and BTS have different achievements from Big Bang. During the Big Bang generations, the VIPs or the VIPs are not into the internet, so they really go directly. So this one, the next page, is the Too Cool for School. It's the first single album it was released in 2013, June 12, 2013, and it has 9 tracks. So you can use the QR code again to check the debut and the other teaser and the music video. So the first one is Because I'm a Trainee. So probably this is a story of their trainee days, their teamwork, and so on. So let's continue. So here, what's that? Jimin has a line. It says, "Even now, I remember the one row next to the broadcast cameras during our first performance." Wow, he can clearly remember those scenes or situations. Okay, it talks about and this one, they have first mini album. So the first one, mini album, but it has 10 tracks. Okay, it has I love coffee. Okay, I have not heard of this song. But please don't get me wrong, I really support BTS and I like them. It's just that I'm not really a full-fledged ARMY. I'm not even an ARMY, but I have a lot of ideas about them. So here it says, in the ARMY Cornerstone video released in June 2021 to commemorate BTS 8th anniversary, RM describes the 4 albums they released prior to the Most Beautiful Moments in Life series as a cycle of sweet, bitter. Oh God. Okay. So it has again some QR code that you can scan. Probably you will be seeing something. Okay, so this is also the story of their albums. And Sugarcoat, now I had these people in front of me who love me. I think he's referring to the ARMY. Think about how heart-pounding it was for a kid like me. That's when I understand everything. Like, oh, I have the duty to do what these people want. Okay, so please don't pressure them so much because they think it's their duty to do what you want. And this is a bit about American Hustle Life. So probably these are the world tours, their experiences. So if you will try to remember, at first it was only RM who is really excellent in speaking English, but these days all of them can truly express themselves, right? So Dark and Wild, I've seen this a lot of times. Oh, and it is a full album, I guess. Yes, it's a full-length album, and it has 14 tracks. So you can also scan the QR code to check the videos and the music video, the teaser and music video. So let's continue scanning. Okay, there's another picture here in the middle. Wait one moment. But before that, RM said, I thought I was really on the verge of a big burst when I felt like someone came with a pin and popped a balloon. That's too deep. I can't even understand. Okay. So it's talking about December 2014. That was so long ago. And in chapter 3, the most beautiful moment, it says, and here is there another picture. They're lying down on grass. Are these grasses or vegetable flowers? So anyway, this is much more colorful than their previous outfits. Before, they are just using black and white with heavy makeup on the eye makeup, smoky eyes. And this one, they are also on the rocks. Okay. And again, lying on a picnic mat. So this is much more connected to nature. So they're really growing. Okay, let's continue. The most beautiful moment in life. It is the third mini album and it has only 9 tracks. Okay. By the way, BTS has countable albums, but they have uncountable performances, especially merchandises. So I know how hard it is to be an ARMY. Okay, this is really thick. Okay, and then the next one is the most beautiful moment in life, part 2. Okay, so this is part 2 and it has again 9 tracks. Oh yeah, really long. Okay, so here it says, I still can't believe it. This all feels like a dream. Don't try to disappear. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. And here, no matter how far I reach for you, it's just an empty dream. No matter how crazy I run, I remain on the same place. This is what I want from BTS. Actually, as time goes by, their lyrics and their words are very motivational and you will really learn something. And they have deeper sense. It's not just about hype or something. So for example, in the middle of this vast ocean, a whale speaks in a low and lonesome voice. No matter how much it shouts, it won't reach anyone feeling so lonely. It quietly shuts its mouth. Words easily thrown out to me builds a wall in between. Oh, some are very deep and I could not relate on it. So anyway, I'm sure that ARMYs are excellent in understanding this because they really follow the life of the BTS. But this book is perfect for those people who are collecting ARMY merchandise or collections, and also perfect for those people like me who knows them but does not completely know their journey. So here RM again said, I would sit off to one side and drink beer by myself. Oh, he wants to drink beer and feels like I was being comforted. Oh my God, this is very lonesome. A place like this exists in the world. There's a place where I can feel at peace. So that's according to RM. Oldest is Jin and the youngest is Jungkook. We're experiencing small yet important changes to their daily life. So actually their gap is quite bigger than the others. So I'm sure they had also an adjustment as a brother and a younger brother. Okay, so this is really full of stories and the words are very comprehensive, easy to understand. And this one is another full-length special album. It's the most beautiful moment in life, young forever. There are 11 tracks. Oh, I know Butterfly. And this is an alternative remix. Okay. And J-Hope said, with each album, the new things came up that I had to address to overcome. Wow. There's so much I didn't know, so much I have to learn and I'll have to keep doing in the future. Oh, J-Hope is so humble. He's really good in dancing. I like his chicken noodle soup. And Jimin said, I practiced singing the song and I learned the choreography. I felt something funny. I fell for its charm and I enjoyed performing it. So actually he's a real performer if he really enjoys performing, right? Don't you think so? Am I talking to the moon? It keeps sliding. So people look happier in the dark than in the daylight. Really? They all know where they need to be. I'm the only one just walking around, but I feel more comfortable just blending in. Took some swallows tonight. Hands me a completely different world. Oh, who is this? Who said this? But yeah, I'm happier. I look happier at night, I think. I'm a night person. And this is from RM. RM words are too deep and so hard to comprehend for me. Then after getting through it, I realized, okay, we're really in big trouble. There's just no going back now. But this one is easy, of course. So I think it's about being a member of BTS, that they will not give up. Okay, so this is really a lot. Okay, so it's too long. I don't want to spoil everything. So let's just scan it. Okay. A lot of quotable notes. Okay. Yoo-hoo. Oh, they have pictures. This is less visual. So anyway, a lot of you have their photo book, so I think this is much memorable because it's the written story. Okay. Okay, that's it. And here, the first ever official book published in celebration of BTS 10th anniversary. Stories that go beyond what you already know about BTS. The first official record of BTS and their youth. The most beautiful moment in life, written over 3 years. This was written over 3 years in depth. Coverage in interviews by Myung-suk Kang. BTS shares personal behind the scenes stories of their journey. So to get the original one, this has a barcode and you can buy it for $45 or 60 Canadian dollars, and that does not include the shipping fee. This is quite heavy, so if this is for international, I think you will be paying $20. So you might be spending an estimation of $65, just to be sure. $60 to $65 or even higher if there is a tax. It depends on the country. So this is the Korean version. Okay. Beyond the story. Kang Myung-suk. So it's just really translated. Okay. And if you can see, by the way, I will not show the photo card. Okay, so I will not be showing the photo card because I don't want to really spoil everything because I already read some part of the book. So there is a photo card set. Oh, it's not quite visible. Wait, I'll take okay, this one. So you can see, oh, there is a set of photo cards. Seems like 8 pieces, maybe individual photo cards and group photo cards. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.